and it's trickled down to everybody else. So they're playing some really good ball. It's a really good team.
Yeah, Markieff was just talking about the kind of managing through mental fatigue and how that's been something that's important. This team needs to go through some struggles. Last year's team had the four-game losing streak in December and then bounced back. You've talked about this extensively this year, but how do you lead through that way with teammates that are trying to find themselves and trying to do a little bit more with AD out?
Yeah, it's challenging for all of us, especially some of our young guys, some of our guys that haven't been in this position before, where they need to do a little bit more than, what they're asked in a normal situation. Everyone's, just speaking about AD, and obviously that's a big hit, but we also haven't had Dennis along the stretch for a few games too. He's a big piece of our puzzle as well. So, and everyone has been put in positions that they, wouldn't be put in under normal circumstances. But, it's always about staying confident, continue to give my teammates the courage and the confidence out there on the floor and to make plays. And, it's a tough stretch for us, but, if this won't define who we will be for the rest of the season and for the long haul, that's for sure.
Okay, Kyle, please.
Hey, LeBron. Obviously, the most pressing thing is not having your two best players, but Markieff was saying that, early on in the season, you guys were winning on talent a lot. Do you think that sort of the gap that you guys have when you're at full strength maybe is contributing a little bit to some of the struggles you're having now as a team mentally when you're trying to carry on without those guys?
Well, obviously, we all got to do a better job, in our own individual self, and that will carry on to the team, and and pick up in AD's and Dennis, absence. We just hit a rough patch, and it happens throughout the course of a season. You don't want it to happen, but when it does, I think it defines character. It challenges you, and you just get ready for the bounce back. So you learn from tonight, learn from the previous games, and then get ready for the next
one. Okay, Dave McMenamin.
Hey, LeBron, you've mentioned the term or the phrase being comfortable, being uncomfortable in the past. Is that type of time that you go through, does it allow you to learn teammates better or see a different side of them? Especially you basically have, 4 new guys on this team, 5 new guys in the rotation. And can that help down the line?
No, absolutely. Always the best teacher in life is experience. And, for us to be going through this right now, I think it's going to benefit our team tremendously.
Okay, Dan Wilkie, please.
LeBron, as a group, really since February, the team has not shot the ball well. How demoralizing is that? Or have you sensed that that's like an on-court demoralizer, these games where you guys are 20%, 24%, stuff like that? And what's it going to take to shake out of it?
Yeah, obviously, we know we have to make shots from the perimeter. It is that simple, and we know that. And, but we can't put more added pressure on ourselves. Like me personally, I know I haven't shot the ball, as I did as the first 20 games of the season, but I haven't put more added pressure on myself because I know I put the work in. So, all my teammates do the same. Don't put too much added pressure on themselves. When you put the work in, I think you live with the results. But we have to make some some shots from the exterior. We're really good in the paint. We do a good job with that, but we're not making threes. We're not getting to the free throw line, and it's been very difficult on our team, to score.
Okay, we'll just do one last question, Sarah.
Hey, LeBron, you mentioned that, experience is the best teacher. How much of this is just trying to repeat in the NBA? And is there anything you can take from those previous experiences trying to do that?
No, I think every experience is its own challenge. I mean, you can always, you can grab certain things from certain moments and things that, through that nature, things that you've had, in your career and, different obstacles that you have. But, every year is its own challenge. And, there will be crowned a champion this year. And who we want to be a part of that. We hope that we're crowned the champion, but we like to put in the work. And I'm always about, the process and the good and the bad, the ugly, and everything that comes with it. So, you can gain some experience from the previous year, but, this year is its own challenge. And we take a full strength and then try to get healthy and get ready to play, the game of basketball how we've grown accustomed to playing here with the Lakers.
All right, thanks so much, LeBron. Safe travels home.
Frank Vogel, he's speaking with Mike in the media. Zoom.
Hey, Frank, starting in the first half, what were you seeing from Utah and the looks they were getting from three compared to what you had scouted against and what the game plan was?
Yeah, they've been doing that every night. I mean, they hit a few more off the bounce. Than we anticipated. We wanted to make sure that, we try to do the best we can to take away their drive and kick game and their catch and shoot threes, but just wasn't enough.
What were you looking for with the lineup switch to start the game, Frank?
Just to give us a little more diverse offensive attack. Playing through the ability to play through Keith a little bit in the post. Having a ball handler out there with Bron was something that we really wanted to do after the overtime game the other night. So Talent or Alex was out there the whole night with him, and just giving us a little bit of a fresh look, a different look after losing 3 in a row.
Okay, we'll start off with Kyle Goon, please.
Hey, Frank. Didn't ask you pregame, but is Dennis still set to come back for you guys on Friday? Are you still hoping for that? And what might be the process to get him acclimated?
Yeah, it's still possible that that he plays Friday. We're still hopeful that he clears his protocols.
Okay.
The second part of your question, I'm sorry.
No, I think that was it. Dan Wakey, please.
Hey, Frank. Obviously, if Dennis is able to come back, it'll give you guys a little more punch. I think this is what Kyle was trying to ask too. What's sort of the hope adding that kind of a player can be to obviously a group that's kind of looking for a lot of different stuff right now?
Well, Dennis carries a big load for us. He's a big minute guy that really moves the needle for us on the defensive end with his containment and pressure, sets a tone for us. And obviously, the versatility he brings to the table offensively with the ability to bring the ball up and have another ball handler alongside Bron, but also carry the scoring load as well. I think we missed him on both sides of the ball.
David McMenamin, please.
Frank, obviously, we know that you're missing 2 starters, but how do you view the Jazz as an opponent compared to all the other teams you played this year in terms of how strong they are?
Yeah, they're the hottest team in the league, and nobody's playing as well as Utah Jazz in the NBA right now. Just the way they're shooting the ball, the way they're connected defensively, the continuity, the bump that they're getting by having the same team come back. All those things are playing out well. Coach Quinn Snyder's doing a phenomenal job with them, and they're playing like the best team in the league right now.
Okay, we'll just take a couple more, Frank. Claudia Jestro, please.
Frank, at the end of the third quarter, LeBron was the only player to be in double figures, and the Jazz were out-rebounding you. What was holding your team back tonight, besides Utah being so good?
We just didn't play well enough. We didn't guard the three-point line well enough, and we didn't answer back. We had a 17-point offensive third quarter, which really limited with what we're trying to do in terms of answering back with that three-point attack.
All right, and last question, Leonardo Torres, please.
Hi,